Happy day to everyone. Yes, I am celebrating my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. And you know what's exciting about birthdays? Is you get to remind yourself how alive you really are, right? I, at this age, am so blessed because when I think about all I've been through, and all that I have overcome, and the struggles, and the addictions, and the pains, and the heartbreaks. And I am alive today to celebrate my life, to celebrate the victories, to appreciate every single person that I've met along the way, those that are here still, and those that have made their transition to the other plane. Like every person that we meet in our lives has an impact on who we are because we take in those experiences, we internalize those moments, and they become our story. And our story becomes our glory. Our pain becomes our purpose. Those moments when I was homeless and didn't know where I was going to lay my head that night, didn't know how I was going to pay my rent, didn't know how I was going to get a place to live. And yet, somehow, by the grace of God, somebody I knew provided me a place to stay. People in our lives, I'm not even talking to this person anymore. I haven't talked to him in years. But that moment, he saved my life. He gave me a space to rest for a moment. He gave me a reminder that we are not living in this world by ourselves. So many people feel alone right now because they don't remember the connection that is available to us at every moment. The connection that says that we are one, we are all in this together. That what you do affects me, what I do affects you. And there are moments where I can reach a hand out to lift you up because there are moments when I'm going to need a hand out to lift me up. And that's what living is about. It's about serving our fellow travelers here on this journey of the evolving self, and how the evolution of the self has grown from that little boy or little girl or little baby through those moments of understanding who we are in this world of the physicality. And in that process of understanding who we are, sometimes we ask questions that don't serve us, like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I be more like so and so? Or why is life so hard? And we don't ask the questions, how is this here to grow me? Who can I serve today as a result of what I've been through? Who can I pave the way for because I have had a way paved for me? Most of what I know is because somebody taught me, showed me, because I had experiences. And through those experiences, through those stories, I get to teach and show others a way to their divine self, to their evolved self. That evolution of growing, because if we're not growing, we're dying. We're unaliving, as the kids say. If we're not growing and creating, we're stagnant. And you know what happens in stagnant water? Stuff grows, bacterias and stuff. Who want to drink? That's why I got to give the dogs fresh water every day. You can't be letting that water just sit there. And we're like the water. We're made of water. And when we're stagnant, the bacteria, the funk of our thoughts and our feelings, it just corrodes our arteries and oh. But when we're growing and we're alive, Man, we're multiplying and we're sharing and we're experiencing connection, love, joy, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, authenticity, intentionality, honesty, courage, resilience, ownership, peace, presence, awareness, curiosity, connection. When we're growing and evolving, these are the things that we experience and expand more of. So, my question for you: how are you growing today? How are you knowing the truth of who you are? See? I can feel it. The spirit. How are you sensing into? People talk about having a relationship with spirit, but you got to feel it in your body. There's a distinction between how your spirit feels and how your body feels, how your spirit feels and how your mind feels, how your ego feels, ooh, and how your spirit feels. Because when you're in the spirit, in the essence, in the life, in the living, it's flowing. This is what we call the effortless way, because you are being that which you desire to become right now in this moment. See, this is why the birthday thing, I'm like, y'all, I got today. I mean, every day is a birthday because every day is a new day. Every day is a birth of an idea, a birth of an inspiration, a birth of an expression, a birth of a connection, if we so choose to see life this way. And you can see it the other way where everything is going to get you. Oh, watch out over your shoulder. They're going to get you. The government's got, like, yes, there are some realities to that. But the truth is, I have dominion over my mind, my feelings, my actions. I choose. I was walking to work today. I was listening to my gospel music. I was having a good time. I was feeling it. I did my morning practice. I was in it. And then the man in the car tried to pull through the crosswalk while I was walking. Oh, I got a hit of rage. And I was like, oh God, see, I gotta practice. It's not that we're perfect, it's that we're practicing. It's that we're noticing like how quickly we can lose that excitement, that energy, that vibration when somebody tried to impede our way. When somebody tried to run me over in a cab and it's my way. I had the right of way. I had the little white person said walk. He didn't have the right of way, and there he was creeping into my crosswalk. I was like, oh, God. How quickly, how quickly I lost myself, but how quickly I got back to it. Because I was like, oh, that was quick. I was like, get back to, I was listening to my music, get back into the space, remember who I want to be. And that's all life is about, is who you're being. Because your beingness affects your doingness, and your doingness affects your results. But people think that I need to do more and don't even know what more is, as opposed to I get to be loving today. And when I am being loving, I will do loving things. And when I do loving things, I will create loving experiences, loving relationships, loving expressions, and experience more love in my life. I don't need to do more. I get to be more of who I desire to experience myself as, because I am the experiencer having the experience. My life is lived from the inside out. And the more I worry about the outside, the more I let the outside affect the inside, and then the inside affects the outside, and there I am in a whole heap of conflama mess. So today we get to remember who you choose to be is the most important action you will take every day of your life. Because when you wake up, you get to choose to say, hello, day. What a glorious day. I am so happy to be alive. Or you can choose to say, ugh, I'm so tired. Here we go. I guess I got to get, oh my goodness. Now, what's Barbara going to say today? I know she's got something. I know that Barbara, she always got the, I get to choose. I don't even know who Barbara is. Poor Barbara. Barbara's like, I didn't do anything. But we get to choose. And here's the thing that's so exciting, it's not about one choice. It's not like, oh, I've chosen who I get to be and I'm done. That's the practice. It's about continuing to choose moment by moment by moment. What's the energy I'm bringing to the experience that I'm having because I get to choose? I came to the office. I was so excited. Oh, I have my new sunglasses. Oh, I was feeling fabulous. And my partner was doing, um, it's called BFR. It's like blood flow restriction, and it's very intense and painful. And here I am, like, oh, give me some attention. Give me some attention. And he's like, oh, I can't. I can't. That old little boy feeling of rejection started to creep in. And I was like, no, no, no. No, no, no. He's telling you what he needs. He needs some space. It's all joy. Who am I choosing to be? Am I going to do my little typical, like, fine, I'll just go into the room and I'll just be my, you go ahead. Or I say, oh, I see you're in the middle of something. Let me come back when you're available. I'm right here. I choose. And it's those subtle actions. It's not the big actions. The big actions are great. You know, you're going to do the big things too, but you don't get to the top of the mountain by leaping or taking a helicopter. Oh, I took a helicopter to the top. Great. Well, you still got to get down. You get to the top one step at a time by looking at the terrain and noticing, ooh, I thought I could go that way, but there's a rock there. So how am I going to get over that rock? By problem solving, by noticing what's happening in the moment, moment by moment, and through repetition, through experience, through practice, through practice. And what I say? Through practice. You got to keep practicing being that person until it becomes your automatic response. And that's what exciting. It's exciting when I notice how quickly I jump to reactivity and I can pivot back. It's exciting when I notice how quickly I want to run away because that's what I've been trained to do when it gets tough. Then fine, I'll just be by myself. Don't ever tell me what to do, you know. And I go, oh, let me bring love. What am I bringing to the party every day? That's a choice I get to make. That's a choice we all get to make. And when we start bringing love and joy and understanding and acceptance and compassion and peace, we amplify that in the world. So I don't have to worry about all that jibber jabber out there that just be like, because the mass consciousness lives in fear. I choose to live in faith and an inner knowing of the truth of my beingness. That I am created in the image and likeness of the divine, that every cell in my being is operating at its highest and most vibrant radiance, that every step I take is bringing me to a higher expression of who I am. And so, if I need a birthday every day to remember this truth, then get me a cake and a candle. You know what I'm saying? Give me some balloons too. I love balloons. And a little putt putt. Let's go play some putt putt for your birthday. Tell everybody it's my birthday. Then you get a free drink at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Tell her. But I don't need a free drink at Starbucks. I will be there this afternoon though, getting me some venti caramel macchiato with 4 shots. You know. But we celebrate ourselves every day because I know there's a lot of people in my life that didn't make it to this age. A lot of people who didn't make it through addiction, that didn't make it through homelessness, that didn't make it through HIV, that didn't make it through shame and self loathing, that didn't make it through the pain of not feeling like they belonged. But I made it. And I didn't make it. The divine made a way for me to make it through. That there were people along the way that said, keep going, follow me, I'll help you. I didn't do it on my own. I did it because of communities like this that reminded me of who I am, not who I'm not. And so today I celebrate you and where you are in your life because you are the victory. You are the victory just by being alive today. People are so worried about the amount of money in their bank account and don't realize the bank account that lives inside of them that is filled with an abundance and a plethora of resources and the resources of connection that is far more fulfilling than the number in my bank account because that goes and changes up and down, in and out. But this bank right here, this life savings that I have accumulated of wisdom and experience, baby, ain't nobody can take that from me. And so remember that. If you're feeling down and things are rough, remember the savings that you have in your bank account. What you have put in there over time through hard work and sweat and pain and heartbreak and how it is maturing, that investment you have made, and turn that pain into your purpose, turn that story into your glory, and share that with another person because you may just be one step ahead of them and they need you. We need each other. So remember that we're all in this together. I bless you. I thank you for listening because everything is a matter of practice.